I'm gonna actually be doing a reply to an old video. It's like nearly 2 years old, which means for YouTube time it's like 50 years ago. It's obnoxious. I hate how fast time goes by on the internet, but I wanted to really put myself out there and try to more let my character build. That's why I'm making so many videos. 2 in 1 day? What? So I decided to actually let my intelligence on this one, hopefully like my last one that was done earlier today, hopefully that rises over my, my awkwardness as a human being. So let's play this thing and let's answer some questions. Sorry it's so late, Veritas, but what are you gonna do? I'm probably never gonna do that again.
Alright, I've been wanting to make this video for some time now, and I finally have a little bit of time to do it, so here I am. This video is going to be called 5 Questions for Atheists, and I want to say off the bat that this is not going to be like, a lot of the other ones you see on YouTube, 10 questions every atheist must answer, and things like that. I don't want it to be like that. These are 5 genuine questions that I really want an answer to from as many atheists as I can get on YouTube. So if you have a webcam, make a response. This isn't going to be some intellectual debate. I'm not going to make responses to your videos. I'm honestly interested in your views on these 5 questions. So if you don't have a webcam, go out and get a Joe Pinchpenny webcam and get back and do this because I'm really interested in what you guys have to say. So question number 1. Why is there something rather than nothing? It would seem to me that if in fact God does not exist, then this is indeed an awkward occurrence. That is the universe, us. Why should there be anything at all on account of atheism? Question number 2.
Whoa. Question 1. There doesn't have to be anything. There doesn't have to be. But there is. And that's the bottom line. We don't know why we're here. Actually, most atheists out there will definitely say that there is no meaning to why we're here. We are here. But as for the universe itself, that could be the same thing. Maybe there is no reason. But, the role of most, scientists, they're going to go back as far as they possibly can. And they're going to try to find out why we're really, not why we're here, but find out how everything happened. Maybe this is an infinite universe. We don't know. And to me, I hope in a way we never know, because I don't know, I find, the beginning of the universe, to find out literally where all that matter in the beginning came from. I don't know, I think finding out every single thing about, everything in our past, in the universe's past, I don't know, I feel like when there's going to be nothing left, it's going to be a sad day for science. But you know what? To know it itself would definitely also be one of the most amazing and rewarding things to really know. But I don't want to take too much time. I might have to split this video up into 2. We'll find out.
If any, do you find most persuasive regarding theism?
Alright, this question, because I had to cut it because I didn't catch it in time. It is, what evidence, if any, do we find most persuasive regarding theism? And let's hear his commentary before I answer.
This is an important question. I'll give you an example of what I mean. As a theist myself, I find the problem of evil probably to be the most challenging and difficult question for me to answer. I think it can be answered sufficiently. I think it has been. But nonetheless, it is in my mind the biggest challenge to my belief in theism. So again, what evidence, if any, do you find most persuasive regarding theism?
Theism itself, I don't find any evidence for at all. I do understand why people buy into it, though. I mean, the sense of community is definitely one of the greatest things about it. I mean, it is, but unfortunately, there's other things in the writings that I simply cannot ignore. But I understand. I understand why. And I completely accept it. It's fine. But as for actual evidence, like, that I can touch, I see none. Kind of hit myself in my left nut doing that. Oh, God, that hurt. Anyway, next one.
Question number 3. reconcile your atheism with any ultimate meaning in life? That is to say, how do you justify having any ultimate meaning at the end of the day? Now, listen carefully. I'm not talking about satisfaction in life. Don't misunderstand my question. I'm asking about an overall meta-narrative, not minute activities that we simply ascribe meaning to as we see fit, but an ultimate meaning in life. So how do you reconcile your atheism with any ultimate meaning in life? Is there any ultimate meaning? Is there not any ultimate meaning? And how does your atheism affect that? Your view on that?
Very easy. There is no meaning to life. Well, at least there's no meta-narrative. There's no ultimate. There is no objective meaning to your life, my life, the guy behind me, or that way. There's not really a guy behind me, but there's no meaning to life anywhere. The only thing that gives life meaning is what you put in it. And I'm not going to repeat that way too many times because in my last video I did a little small rant about that. And I'm going to really try hard to not be as redundant as I usually am. So, next question.
Question number 4. This question may be a little too personal, so I understand if you don't want to answer this one. Were you raised in a religious environment? The reason I ask that is it's just been my experience here on YouTube and on Stickam that the atheists I've come across, particularly the ones who seem to have it out for Christianity more than others, were raised in a Christian or Catholic environment. This almost seems unanimous from my experience. So were you raised in a religious environment? And if you were, do you think that had any impact on your atheism? And if so, how?
I actually was raised in a Catholic house. I am actually in one. But the reason for me being the way I am is that I saw a God who could look at an entire race of people, a whole village, a whole city, whatever you want to call it. Tell them, kill the women, children, all the men, the sucklings, the ox, ass, everything. God ordered it all to be destroyed, everything eradicated. But you shan't murder. To me, it seems hypocritical, and I even asked one of my professors about it, who has a degree in theology, and he had said that many of those people were polytheists, and the God of the Old Testament, his reasoning was because they were poison, and he didn't want them apart, ruining his people. But that just makes him look worse. That because people think differently, worship differently, he'll kill them. But they're his children. He loves them. Bull. To me, the God of the Old Testament is simply a tyrant. And a tyrant doesn't deserve my respect. It doesn't deserve my prayers, anything. My love, nothing. He's an ass. And in the New Testament, yeah, he got a lot nicer. He sacrificed his son, which was him to himself as a sacrifice, which is kind of odd. But anyway, but it wasn't until the New Testament that the option of fiery hell was really an option. I mean, you never heard of any possibly disastrous, torturous afterlives in the Old Testament. Sure, life was brutal, but everything else was fine. Let's see if we can get to the last question before time runs out.
And lastly, what is the end-all goal of atheism activism on YouTube? That is to say...
Okay, I'm not going to let you keep going because I only have about 45 seconds. So what is all of this about? What is it all for? The same thing yours is for. 1, to garner support. 2, it's always been that, a lot of atheists out there have always felt like they're alone out there. They're definitely the minority. And it's bad enough that they should feel like they're all alone out there. And the activism is, for me, it's mainly to show everyone that they're not alone. And they don't have to be. And that they have other people like them who think like them. And that'll be there to support them no matter what. Bobby, peace out.